breathing with the breeze, chilling with the trees. I hope you're feeling my ease. We out here talking about the alchemy of life. This is the next part of the series, and we're going to go back to some ancient masters. Truly the masters of mental alchemy. Mental alchemy being a fancy way of saying reframing perspective and transmuting how you feel, your attitude, the experience you have in each task, right? Transmuting that, transforming it into something ideal, more harmonious, more prosperous, and ultimately more you. Thank you for joining me. This is Reality Files, and I hope I can provide you guys with a little bit of sun rays and keys to brighten up your days. Let's do this thing. So in the Book of Secrets, I was writing about Marcus Aurelius because he is foundational in helping me, as well as Seneca. And I was thinking about this whole idea of alchemy, and alchemy, of course, has many applications. You know, it's ultimately the art of transforming energies or vibrations into something that you choose, right? Many other definitions, yada yada yada. But the most practical way of applying this idea of alchemy to your life is truly starts with your perspective, my friends. Perspective is all. Perception is reality, okay? So how you're seeing this moment, where you are, what you're doing, right? The importance of that, like all of this stuff, it's changing moment to moment. It's never fixed, right? And it determines how we feel and kind of like the outcome of that day. It's everything, right? And Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, or Letters from a Stoic, amazing reads, right? They are literally books about techniques and masterful experiences from these giants of old, right? These master techniques for reframing your perspective and being able to see clearly. It's all about clearing the lens and seeing what is going on here in a way that propagates the best life that you want, right? The good life. Let's get to it. Nothing is so sacred as your own integrity of mind. This comes back to living deliberately, my friends. A deliberate way of life, right? Not gardening and picking potatoes while thinking of God, but gardening and picking potatoes. To do things in singular fullness, right? This is going to draw on the Hagakura, or the way of the samurai, and their ideal, or first principle, which is live with a pure mind, right? Pure thought, and listen to the purpose of the present moment, and do not tarry, do not avoid, right? Because if you're not here in this present moment, where are you? Attack the purpose of the present moment, and that's going to lead you down the path to the life you truly want deep down. Seneca and Marcus Aurelius also hit on this, and this gets into do it as if it's the last thing you will ever do. My friends, these are all little games that you can play in your mind to shift your perspective, right? And the more you apply this philosophy, the more you dwell in the virtues of mind, in the good life, in the ways of Seneca, right? The closer you get to attaining the noble existence, literally the godlike existence on earth, okay? It's all through that transmutation of thought and mind. And it starts with playing little games, reframing perspective. Reframing perspective. This is what the video is about. That is mental alchemy, right? For example, chilling my sister a few years back, and she's in middle school. You know, they got a lot of drama and all these like social battles. She's getting put down, bullied, and whatnot, right? And it was very good for her, I thought, to have someone like me who really doesn't give a fuck about most things to start with, right? But showing her a perspective where none of that matters, truly. Because for me, middle school is a forgotten dream. That issue I had 2 weeks ago, it's a forgotten dream, right? The only thing that stays is what you got out of that moment and brought with you. So I just kept showing her, like, yo, son, do you remember that battle or that fight or being bullied a month ago? How about when your teacher yelled at you? How about when you got that bad grade on your test? You see, my friends, we were never taught how to use our mind, how to use this beautiful gift. So it runs rampant, it's undisciplined, it's unfocused, and it has no virtue. And because of this, we're stressed out, we're anxious, we're living in multiplicity, in duality, right? Never accomplishing much. Always giving way to fruitless desires and ultimately being led down a path of chaos and despair. Reframe your perspective. If you were that middle school, you just gotta see, like, shit. A year from now, 2 years from now, my whole lifetime, I'm never gonna remember that. Why am I still living back there? Why do I even let that bother me, right? It's like me, you know, leaving this old life is like, you know, I was so worried and anxious about what are all they gonna say about me? How I'm so weird to them now. I can't go. It's like, I don't even think nor care about that shit anymore. Reframe your perspective. Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, absolute masters. Go to the masters of old, my friends. So, concentrate every minute like a damn Roman. That's what Marcus Aurelius would tell you. And to me, in this modern day, that would just mean concentrate every moment like Bruce Lee. Iron focus, iron chi. Bring it all with you because you got that inner spark. And let that shit flower in singularity, okay? Concentrate each moment like Bruce Lee. Dancing, loose but focused, right? Focus on what is in front of you. The purpose of the present moment, like the way of the samurai. The purpose of the present moment, focus on what is in front of you. And in the words of Marcus Aurelius, free yourself from that which distracts you. Because ultimately, everyone's life is ruled by distraction, avoidance, and fear. It's the driving principles in all life I see out here, right? If those weren't the driving principles, you'd expect to see someone dancing in their divinity daily, the full expression of themselves. But we've been distracted, right? We've been made ignorant. We've been, you know, just fears loaded on us. And Stoicism is truly a great guide for unwinding your mind and untying the knots of bullshit fears and seeing clearly out here, right? Overcoming all things physical and achieving greatness of soul and greatness of purpose here and now. Seneca went on and on about noble action, noble intention, and noble action. That is premeditative, deliberate action with a purpose, okay? This is a key for me. I have it written down everywhere I look right now because it's so important for me. And that is to act never in a random fashion. Never act randomly. Act with purpose and driven by reason. Always, right? If you have no clear goal in mind, if you have no clear destination in mind, you can't plant seeds to reap any kind of harvest, right? If you don't know you want to plant a damn orange tree and reap oranges, right? You're going to be just throwing seeds out here, and then you're just going to end up with a yard full of weeds when the hard times come. Don't waste your energy on fruitless desires, a whirlwind of thoughts, right? And aimless pursuits. Be clear in your focus. Be clear in your intention, right? And act nobly. Acting nobly is, yes, to acknowledge the resistance, to face that task, the thing that is in front of your face, and not, oh, I'm gonna watch this video for another 5 minutes. Oh, I'm gonna breath to breath, baby, moment to moment, the purpose of the present moment, and attack, not tightly, right, but with everything in a loose fashion. Noble action, that which is premeditative and done in fullness, in wholeness, right? Never acting randomly. And complete, really, for me, it's really about severing, killing, absolutely destroying all aimless pursuits. Yeah, there's a lot of things I could do. I've been realizing, my friends, it's not about what you do. It's not about what you say yes to. I've had times where I've done tons of shit. I mean tons. Burnt myself out completely doing all these different things. That shit don't matter. It's about what you say no to. It's not what you say yes to. It's about what you say no to. Welcome back to the distraction matrix, my friends. It's what you say no to that will change your future. That is a deep key right there. Stop your aimless ambition, your fruitless desires, my friends. Align with your purpose. This is all about aligning the forces within, right? And once you align to a goal, then using mental alchemy, right? Reframing perspective, using attitude, your physiology, right? Your psychology, your voice, everything about you and your environment to align all forces, intentions, desires, thoughts, mental, emotional, and physical energy to attaining that singular purpose. That is greatness, my friends. Right? In small steps or great leaps, either way, that is the path. That's what truly makes you satisfied at the end of the day. Or for me anyway. I don't know what you guys are on. So, quick recap. Mental alchemy is the art of reframing perspective. Your ability to reframe perspective is truly the measure of the maturity of your soul, right? Those who have not experienced much conflict, have not faced many fears, have not grown very much in character, person, or spirit, they have trouble leaving the past. They have trouble letting go of the last moment. And furthermore, they have trouble seeing a conflict, a confrontation, an uncomfortability, or change from any other perspective than that of the earthly one. My friends, one of the major keys from Marcus Aurelius is to acquire the perspective from the plane above, from the plane of immortal divinity, from the plane of God, right? The plane above, and look down at this life. It's all about attaining new perspective. When you can see the situation from a new point of view, new doors open in your mind and in your reality. Yo, you want to know magic? It's in Stoicism. Truly. See from a new perspective, right? You're going to see pathways that you never even imagined were possible. Things in your life will manifest because you're going through with an attitude of, I can do it, this is what I must do right now, right? And you're listening to the purpose of the present moment. And furthermore, right, as things heat up on the energetic level on this earth, you're going to be guided by, omens, the spiritual pulse, the synchronicities, more and more and more. And if you are listening to the purpose of the present moment, you are in tune with the dance of the universe. Guess what? You're riding the wave, baby. You're riding the wave of manifestation straight to your true self. Hell yeah. So, again, your ability to reframe perspective is the measure of your maturity and, I guess, a bit mastery of alchemy in one aspect. And make sure to go check out Letters from a Stoic and Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. They're both pretty quick reads and fundamental, foundational in my life. Seriously. Incredible reads. Like, you want straight wisdom spit to you in your ear all day? Listen to those guys. They'll give you the keys. Anyways, thanks for watching. Act nobly. Act with intention. And do it as if it's the last thing you will ever do. This is Reality Files. Make sure to share this video. And my friends, go get out there. Become the adept and transmute that shit. Peace.